from Los Angeles, California, Melvin Diaz and Joe Romero. Come hang with the Soul Primos.
What's up, cousins? Welcome back to another episode of Soul Primos. My name is Melvin Diaz.
And I'm Joe Romero.
And what happened this week, dude?
Oh my God, Jim Carrey went viral for whatever fucking reason, man.
Apparently, there's rumors of Jim Carrey saying that they murked him, they unalived him, and they replaced him with a clone.
Yes.
And who did we talk about 2 weeks ago?
Who? Jim motherfucking Carrey, man.
Jim Carrey, dude.
We talked about the positives and the bright side of Jim Carrey. We go online and people are like, wait, if you think this is Jim Carrey, y'all stupid as fuck, man. The amount of conspiracies on this Jim Carrey appearance, when it's just like, in my opinion, it's just a guy becoming old.
I think it's just a guy, he's like you say, he's getting older. He might have gone to a plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills, and you know, he might have been like not seeing the sun for too long.
And also the pictures they post, it's like they have a picture of when he was like 30, like this, smiling. Yeah. And then the picture of like the last weekend, he's like this. Yeah. Like it's a super close up iPhone photo, he's being stretched out. Yeah. Look at his skin, it looks strange. I'm like, bro.
It's just like, no shitty, bro. He's just getting older, dog. I saw a video where it's just like this guy was like, when a famous woman celebrity gets plastic surgery, and it's just like, oh, that's a shame. She was so beautiful. Why would she ruin her natural beauty like that? And when an older male celebrity gets plastic surgery, it's like, oh, he definitely got fucking killed and replaced by a government clone.
Exactly, dude. It's like fucking, I saw another one of Denzel Washington when he was sitting courtside in a Laker game, right? And he was just like chilling, and they were like, what happened? Damn, what happened to Denzel?
It's just like,
bro,
what happened?
He's 60-something years old.
67.
He's fucking old ass motherfucker, with all due respect.
Yes, dude.
And it was annoying seeing all this Jim Carrey stuff, because you go online and the amount of opinions people are like, if you don't think this is something fishy going on with the Jim Carrey thing, you're just being ignorant. And I'm like, bro, the amount of opinions that people have on the most irrelevant fucking topic is so fucking crazy. This world is falling apart. Yeah, and people all want to talk about is just Jim Carrey shit. And then people are like, wait, someone came out and they were like, I think it was like a makeup artist, and they were like, hey, it wasn't Jim Carrey. It was Alexis Jones dressed up as Jim Carrey. Oh, You've been fooled. I'm like, oh my God, the internet's a fuck.
I don't even believe that.
The internet's stupid. I hate the internet sometimes,
like, dog,
man.
he just got his cheekbones done. He just got a little lipo in his face. Yeah. Maybe he changed his eye color. You know, you can wear contacts. You know, they're like $30.
Bro, there's wars going on. Epstein files going on. And Twitter is all about, yeah, but did Jim Carrey really go to this award?
They got rid of Jim Carrey because he was going to tell us the truth about everything.
Oh my God, the truth Jim about Carrey? What? Jim Carrey's going to tell the truth about what, dude? He wasn't really a pet detective. What is he gonna tell you?
Hey, liar! You mean truth?
Yeah, he wasn't actually the Grinch. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. God damn it, dude.
It's so crazy, dude. It literally is so wild. And the fact that we talked about Jim Carrey 2 weeks ago, and that fucking video flopped, and then if we had posted it a week after, or like right now, it would go viral. But it's like we missed that window. Were you upset by that?
I didn't even think about that. But now that's making me more mad. Yeah. So now I'm going to try and make this into a clip and see if it does well. And knowing us, it probably won't do well.
It probably won't do well. But I think it's like, like I said before, it's like, bro, when a woman gets plastic surgery, it's like, everyone's kind of like, oh, that sucks. Why'd she do that? Yeah. But when a man gets plastic surgery, or a man gets older and experiences age like a regular human being, it's just like, oh yeah, he was killed by a government agent.
What's more accepted? Obviously, I think a woman doing plastic surgery, because if people are like, people still call them out sometimes. Like you see Emma Stone recently, it looks a little different, and people are like, well, maybe she got her jaw. What's the Jim's from The Office wife? Emily Blunt. She does look a little different around the jawline, something fishy going on. But I think for a woman, it's more acceptable. It's like, I think as they get older, it's a tougher time on a woman. Hollywood treats them a little rougher.
Yeah, I think it's like I never had a problem with plastic surgery, especially in LA, where it was like, oh, Beverly Hills, everyone's like plastic, everyone's plastic and stuff like that. I never had a problem with it. I know a lot of weirdos do. Like a lot of men are like, oh yeah, she's fake tits, fake lips, fake everything. And it's just like, I kind of it never bothered me, because I'm like, it's their body. And also it's like, it doesn't look that bad.
I'm not a weirdo. And I will say, I love fake tits. Man. I'm not one of those guys that's like all natural or nothing, man. If some tits look so good, and then you'll tell me, yeah, but they're fake. I'm like, God damn, I don't give a fuck, man. Fake never felt so real. You know what I mean? I don't want to be real because that shit's so fucking good.
Hey, you know what else is fake? Movies.
Exactly. And you believe in them wholeheartedly. I will say this. I don't think fake lips and fake asses have gone to the point of fake tits.
Ooh, I think, and no offense to anyone out there that's gone BBLs, I think BBLs have gone too far. I think that kind of grosses me out low key. Yeah, when I see a BBL, like, you guys know what I'm talking about, where like they have like skinny legs, skinny legs, and then a BBL. It's like, it's just like, you need thick legs. If you have a big butt, you need thick legs. And it's like, it's one of those things where when I see it, like the other day, I went to the dentist, and one of like the nurse dentists had a BBL. Yeah. And it's just like, she had really skinny legs. And it's like, you couldn't go to like the gym. I don't know. I don't know. It just looks a little weird. No, it looks like a bug's life. It looks like an ant.
I will say this because I feel like with boobs, and I've never got my boobs done, but I imagine with boobs, the doctor, the artist, the artist is like, listen, this is a different sizes we can work with. For your body type, I think this works well because like of the shape of your body, and if you go. I don't think you'd want to go this big with the fake boobs because it wouldn't really look real or look good. I don't know. I think fake asses is like, hey, listen, one size fits all. You want a yes or no? And the girls
I think like the technology for BBLs needs to advance a little bit more.
Yes.
I have a friend that his wife, he's very open about this, by the way. His wife got a BBL, and he said that it has like a certain smell. It's like it smells like rotten flesh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
For like the first like first couple months.
Where is this? Is the smell coming out of the skin, or is it
from wherever the surgery happened? I don't know, dude. But I think like if a man wants to get, because I know there's some men that get BBLs, like some homosexual men get BBLs, and it's like, honestly, bro, here at Soul Primos, whatever floats your boat, dog. Like we support you wholeheartedly. We support you. It's just. Jim Carrey might have just gotten some fucking plastic surgery, dude.
I feel that 100%. I feel that 100%. Listen, you brought up the guys with the BBLs. Guys,
you got all angry. Huh?
Guys shouldn't get BBLs, man.
Well, what if they're gay?
I love, dude.
A lot of gay guys love big asses on other guys.
No, I've been to Ghost Gym in West Hollywood. I've seen a lot of fake penises and fake asses before.
Have you seen fake penises?
Yeah, dude. I used to go there often because my friend worked it, and I was trying to get a job there, and I would work out there, right? People got gay homies wearing their tights and seeing like this thick ass bulge, just thick ass dicks.
Oh, they put their sock.
Yeah,
and so like women, they put socks and tissues in their bra.
These fools are putting it in their gym and squatting.
In their crotch area.
Yes, and they're wearing tights, and maybe it's not actually a fake penis. It's just like
they just have a big dick.
They're just no, not that big. No, and not okay. When you see a dick that big, you're like, okay, one in every 1,000. In the Ghost Gym in West Hollywood, it's like 1 out of every 3 guys has this huge ass and huge fucking cock, right? And you want to be like, you're a guy, so you're also looking, and you're also like,
so you were looking really hard. Yeah.
I was studying. I was studying the grades, right? And it was it was like, okay, this is very, okay. You see one, and you're like, wow, big ass, big penis. What are the odds? Gifted, lucky man, right?
Yeah, God's favorite. Yeah.
God's favorite, right? You look, a second guy passes. He's like, "Excuse me, can I use the squat rack?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he starts squatting. And you're like, "Okay, huge ass." And then you see the reflection in the mirror, big penis. And you're just like, "That's 2 for 2."
Yeah.
You start looking around. The gay guys around you, like, "Wait, you have a fucking big dick too. You have a big ass too."
I think the story is more revealing about you.
No, it's about the fucking ghost.
Well, I think it's just like it's kind of like, because you're talking about West Hollywood. West Hollywood was an area in LA. Yeah. It's close to Beverly Hills, and it's like a really huge population of gay people, homosexual people, gay and lesbians, everything in between. I think it's kind of like a hotbed. You know, the gym kind of.
Let me
attracts attractive people.
Let me clarify what I'm saying. Yeah. I am not saying guys. I'm saying regardless of gender or whatever. I don't think fake asses is the thing. I don't think you should get a fake ass. I think it always looks bad.
Oh, you wouldn't recommend it?
I don't think male, female, anything. Don't get fake asses. It looks terrible for the most part.
I'm on your side, dude.
Yeah.
I'm on your side, and it's just like, even right now when I'm saying it out loud, I feel like I'm body shaming.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
I'm
because
not
because it's like. If it was one thing, if your ass looked like that when you were born with it,
that's different. That's different.
But like you went to go do it, you went to go modify it, and it's just like I think the technology is just not advanced enough.
Yeah, yeah.
I think just give it a couple years until let technology and plastic surgery technology catch up, and then maybe get it. Because right now it's like
the thing is, like you would think it's simple. Why the boobs look so good? And why are asses? First of all, why? Like I said, why is it one size fits all? Why are they always so goddamn big?
Yeah.
Why don't they, instead of putting, I don't know what they put in there. I don't know. They put like silicone or.
Would you get lip fillers?
Hell no. I think lip fillers are on par with how bad they look with fake asses. I think lip
got
fillers.
accused of getting lip fillers last night.
No,
actually,
you can
by a
tell.
gay gentleman.
You can tell you don't. No, you can. There's a look with lip fillers.
Yeah, it's like
stretched out. It's
Yeah.
like they don't have like the wrinkles and the texture of a real lip.
And it's like puckered out like this, kind of like Kermit the Frog. It's just like that. Yeah,
and those you can spot those a mile
Yeah, and I
away.
got all offended. I was like, what the hell? These are natural. But I think he was just trying to hit on me. And he did buy me a beverage.
Bro, you know what? I hear so many stories of guys going to gay bars and getting beverages. The only couple of times I went to a gay bar, these was trying to take off my shirt, trying to fucking touch my stomach. I'm like, just where's the free drink?
I think
where's the free drink theory?
That's a better compliment than getting a drink bought.
No, they're like, yeah, you're gay. And
No, because you were like, bro, they get to the point with you.
No.
Now with me, they feel like, okay, this is someone that I need to work on. Like it's like let me chisel away, let me buy him a drink.
Yeah.
With you, it's just like, bro, I want you so bad.
Well, because I look harmless in a gay club. I'm just like this.
You're like, oh, I'm scared.
I heard they have alcohol here.
I don't know where I'm at, but I just heard Akon getting played and Usher getting played, so I just walked in.
I got dropped off here. I don't know how I got here. Can you take me home?
Yeah.
You're like, hell yeah.
Like, oh,
Hell yeah, fresh meat.
What?
Gosh damn, dude. Gosh damn, Bobby.
When's the last time you went to a gay club?
I will be honest, it might have been like 2016.
Oh, it was a long time ago.
No, I went to a bar in West Hollywood like 3 years ago. It was like a Hawaiian looking bar in West Hollywood. Very gay. I forgot the name of it though, but it was a gay
Cabo
bar.
Cantina?
I think so. It was very gay. It was very gay.
I went like a couple months ago for a friend's birthday.
Yeah.
Shit's gay.
Yeah.
It's just gay, but it's cool. And like people were buying me drinks, and also like the bartender. I'll never forget. The bartender was just like, because I think I had gone the second time to buy more drinks for myself, and he goes, "Hey, I just made like 3 margaritas, and I think the guy left. Do you want them,
Bro?"
And I said, "Yes, thank you very much." I was just like, I gave him a $15 tip because I'm like, "Bro, thank you so much." He was like, "Of course. Let me know if you want more drinks." And then he looked at me and I was like, and he was like a super handsome black guy. And I'm like, okay. And then I just went back to my group and I was like, guys, I just got these free margaritas.
Oh my gosh.
And, and they were just like, even my friend that was my friend's reaction too. Like, here comes Melvin with the free drinks.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. I'm just like, don't be mad that I got I got that motherfucking pool. You know what I'm saying?
I get so jealous of you because people are willing to buy you drinks and give you free drinks. I've been to gay bars and they're just like, how much for you?
They take the drinks away.
They take things away and they're just like, how much for you? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
You're like, what?
Yeah, how much for the hour?
$400?
How much for the hour? I'm like, you trying to buy me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I just want to give
You're
me
like,
a fucking,
dude.
give me a Michelob.
It's like,
Give me a Michelob.
4 Michelobs.
4 Michelob, that's all you need. And they're like, nah, you ain't worth it. And they look at guys like you, who they try to get into your pants by being like, you think that fool made 4 drinks on accident or the people just left, whatever.
I think so.
That fool made 4 drinks just to be like, I want to fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And the way to get into this fool's pants, I'm going to be like, yo, because if I was a bartender and there was some hot girls, I'd be like, yo, fuck. And I saw a whole clique of girls. I'm like, bro, these 30 drinks, like.
I feel like it'd be so easy to be gay because like you kind of know what a guy wants.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yes.
saying? So he clocked me immediately and he was like, oh, the way to get to this guy's pants is to just give him delicious margaritas for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then maybe he clocked that And maybe he didn't realize that I was
You weren't gay.
I wasn't gay. I was a heterosexual man with my friends. And
Listen,
stuff like that.
because like I said, I am not the gay.
Yeah,
Despite popular, not belief, but just
popular demand.
popular demand. I am not the gay.
Yeah.
But I feel like a gay guy going to a gay guy, like you said, this guy likes to drink. He was at a bar, likes to drink probably, or buy him drinks, and guys want to fuck. So if it's just like, hey, I bought you some drinks, and I'm pretty hot, you're pretty hot. Are you down? I think it's kind of like, and they're not gonna like if it's a woman, you say it to a woman, it's kind of like that's kind of gross, and because you're a man, a woman, there's a sense of power that you don't want to fucking
There's a certain
take
dynamic.
advantage,
I think,
take advantage of that dynamic. But
tradition.
yeah, with the guy and guy, you're just like, yeah, I want to fuck. Do you want to fuck? And I'm like, oh, thank God. No, I don't have to fucking. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, we don't have to do this dance, and they just do it immediately. I have a lot of gay friends that they say it's like that, where it's just like they're so upfront. Like I was hanging out with my gay friend the other day, or like a couple months ago, and he was just like, this gay guy was just like, hey, do you want to go to the bathroom with me? To my friend, and my friend was like, yeah, Melvin, I'll be right back. And I'm just like, damn. Bro, that seems so sick. We're just like, hey, you, me, now. You down? And it's just like, yeah. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah, because
they came out like an hour later, and then they just went their separate ways. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna hang out with him, get his number? He's like, nah.
Hell no.
And I'm like, dude.
I had coworkers at Chipotle. They were like, I just been on Grindr, been fucking in the guy every day. I met this fool like 2 hours ago. I think I'm gonna hang out with him after fucking get off my shift. I'm like, dude, it's that simple. Even when you go to a bar, like you can both be attractive, male and female, be charming it up. But like for you to be like, no one would be like, let's go in the restaurant right now, unless like the vibe is crazy, like it's unirresistible. Like
when I went to Boulder, Colorado one time, that vibe was like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Speak on it.
That's all I'm gonna say, dog. But like fucking, but you know what's so crazy?
Talk to me.
No one cheats more than a gay guy or a lesbian.
Oh my God.
No one cheats more. But
they're like, it doesn't really hurt like a real cheat though.
That's what I'm saying, and I think that's why it's, I don't want to say normalized, but it's just like, it's like, to them, it's like, are you serious? You cheated on me? Oh, you're
such a whore.
I don't want to say I don't want to call it to them. I don't want to say to them it's a minor inconvenience, but it's not a major inconvenience. It's a mid inconvenience where it's just like, are you serious, dude?
Yeah.
You did that?
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to you for till next week. It's just like to what compared to like other couples, it could like end the relationship.
Yeah.
But to most of these relationships, it's one of those where it's just like, are you serious,
dude? Like,
we're gonna have to talk about this when we get home.
Yeah,
and it's just like, what?
I worked with this gay artist one time, and then we did a music video where like everybody was fucking gay. All the artists, the dancers, like the managers, right? And like the lead artist was a gay musician, and I think his manager was his partner. His partner was there. I don't know if he was a manager. I think he helped out with whatever. But they were talking about like the lead artist was talking to like some other people, makeup people. They all knew each other. Yeah. And then they were talking about like fucking, and then his partner, the lead artist partner, who was a manager, I think, he was just like, yeah, he fucks everything. He fucks everybody. And the lead artist is like, yeah, I'm a little whore. And it wasn't like, oh, he fucks everything. Fuck him. There was no anger. It was just like, yeah, he fucks everything.
Like it's just like to them, it's kind of like a minor,
minor inconvenience.
That's just who he is.
Yeah.
What can you do? I'll never forget, dude. I got so pissed off one time. This was 2 years ago now. I have I'm not gonna say the names, but some of my very close friends are gay, and they got married, and I've known them for like, I want to say 15 years now, and I love them dearly. Right? They get married like 5 years ago, and then 2 years ago, my mutual friend comes and is just like, oh, did you hear what happened? I'm like, no, what happened? So-and-so cheated on so-and-so. And I'm like, what? Like the homies, like they're married. Like, and she's like, yeah, it's terrible. And they might get divorced, and so-and-so is staying with their parents. And I was like, but why are they making such a big deal about it? And my friend was like, are you serious, Melvin? And I'm like, I thought he already cheated on him a bunch of times. And she was like, what? Are you serious, Melvin? I'm like, yo.
Are we not on the same page?
Yeah, are we not on the same page? Like, we've gone to the clubs before.
Yeah.
We've gone out to bars. We know how he acts. I've seen him make out with like 5 different guys, dude. I've known him for so long. Is that what did his husband not know this? Is, you know, like, are we just supposed to act like, and they thought I was an asshole. They thought I was a dick. And I'm like, I'm just saying what I saw with my own eyes.
Yeah.
I thought there was common knowledge that he would cheat on his husband.
Yeah.
I thought that's just something that we accepted.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're gay? I'm like, no, because he cheats on his husband.
Yeah.
Not because he, you know what I mean? I thought that's just something that we accepted. And then they're just like, no, it's a very serious thing. And he's going through a very dark time. He's staying with his parents and he's going to therapy. And I'm like, and then I said, I'm like, it doesn't matter. They'll be back together in a month. And they got all mad at me. And you know what? They got back together in 2 months. So I'm like, I went up to all my friends. I'm like, you guys have to apologize to me, dude. And they didn't, obviously. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess I was a little. In that moment, I should have been more understanding, but I was just telling the truth.
You were speaking your truth.
I'm just like, bro, I thought we all knew this fool cheated on his husband.
And they all knew. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Exactly.
But no one wants to admit it.
Exactly. And I was the one that admitted it. I was labeled the bad guy. And to this day, I'm just kind of like, I still love them. I still love the gay couple. But the other friends, I'm like, you guys made me feel like a dick. And I was just telling the truth, bitch.
Very unnecessary.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people want to just sound like
holier than thou.
Holier, right? Some people would want to sound like holier, high horse. How dare you? Why would you say that? I'm like, I'm just speaking the truth. Speaking that truth here.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, I always preach where it's just like, you can do and be whoever you want, but don't lie about it.
Yeah.
I'll accept you, but don't lie about it. Do you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if someone's a fucking alcoholic, it's just like, I still love you and I still want to be your friend, but like, the reality of the situation is you're an alcoholic.
Don't pretend you're not.
Exactly. So if you get upset when someone calls you an alcoholic, it's just like, why are you getting upset? Because that's what you are.
Yeah.
And I still love you for it. Yeah. But let's not lie to ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
And people label you a dick for that. Yeah.
Especially something like alcoholism, man. That's like a... Sometimes, listen, I'll say this. Sometimes people like to spread out that term a little too broadly, and be like, "Oh, you drank 4 beers and you binge drink for 6 beers in one night. You're an alcoholic." Which I guess, as a person who's been in DUI classes and AAs, I guess you abuse alcohol, but you know, I thought you were just going out for hang out with the homies. You're at somebody's house, like 6 beers. You're just having a good time. You're happy. You don't got to work tomorrow. You're gonna Uber. But apparently, you're an alcoholic for doing that.
I was so close to posting on Reddit. Am I the asshole? Dude, for this one time, we have a mutual friend, like a bunch of friends of ours, and she's a promiscuous gal. She gets around. If you know what I'm saying, like. She'll meet a gentleman, and then that night she's making love.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. And I'm telling her, like, we were doing jokes back and forth, and I was just like, this guy, my mutual friend was coming, and I was just like, hey, so and so, don't hop on him. He's my friend. He's got a girlfriend. And they got all offended, and I'm like, how are you gonna get offended? When we all know that's who you are. Yeah. And we love you. Yeah. I accept that. I support you. Yeah. And then everyone was kind of like, thought that I was being rude, and they were like, and I was like, no. And I told her, I was like, oh, so I didn't want to name names, and I was like, some of these people in this room think you're a whore. Yeah. And they hate you for it. Yeah. I don't. I support you and I love you for who you are. Yeah. So how dare you get upset at me saying the truth? Yeah. You should get upset at some of these fools. And then that dug me deeper into a hole. Dude, and I had to apologize the next morning.
No, you know what's funny? I've been in the exact same boat as you. Where I had a friend who was consistently going like, she's a single person. But she's always going out. She's like a different dude's house, like every 2 days.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. She goes out, she parties, and she fucking, she meets a guy. They do this shit. They go out, and then the next 2 nights they go out with another guy. She ends up at another guy's house, and sometimes she'll ask for advice or she'll ask for help, and then I'll try to be transparent. Like, listen, maybe you should stop doing these certain things. Like you're going out with a different guy every night. You're kind of homie hopping a little bit, dude. Get it together, almost like get your shit together. Like focus,
especially if they're not having a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, I'm depressed. I'm sad. It's just
exactly. You don't even, first of all, you're sad and you're depressed.
You're being a friend trying to find a solution.
Exactly. You don't even like this guy. But because he's down and taken to this club, you're like, oh, I'll go with him. And then you end up going out with him and like, you know, staying over at his house, but you don't fucking like him. Why are you doing that? And also you have to call off work and you got let go because you had to call off work because you got too late. It's like, bro, make better choices. And it's also, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, but your choices have consequences and there's consequences to your actions. And I hate it when people ask for advice and they don't like the advice you give them. It's also like, don't ask for advice if you're looking for a very specific answer.
That's what I learned in our 30 years of life.
Yes.
I learned that when a friend or a family member complains to me, I listen, and at the end of listening, I go, well, do you want a solution or do you want, like, did you just want to vent to me?
Yeah.
And sometimes I go, I just wanted to vent. And, you know, I haven't vented to anyone. And sometimes you go, no, I want a solution. I want to try to find a problem. And then I'm like, okay, from what I hear, you should do this, you should do that. I think that saves so many headaches for me.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes in the past, I'm just like, well, what you should do is this and this. And I could just feel them rolling their eyes and just being like, do you want this one? I could just feel them rolling their eyes and just being like, well, Melvin, you don't understand. I'm like, well, I'm just going on the information that you gave.
Yeah.
But making that clear and being like, do you want to find a solution or did you just want to vent? I think having that clear clarification is good. And I don't want us to be like seeming like we're slut shaming, because I had a guy friend like that, and he recently moved back home to the East Coast, but he would like. At first, he just pulled like a bunch of baddies, and then after a while, like he was like, they were kind of bigger gals, less better looking gals, no problem with that. But he would be ashamed and he would talk shit. He'd be like, oh, this girl's so freaking this and that and ugly, and I'm like, then why are you hanging out with her? Why did you just leave her house? It's 9 a.m., brother.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You left the club. We left the club at 2 a.m. together. And then you're coming back to the house at 9 a.m. Well, why is that? And he just couldn't help it.
Yeah.
And it was affecting his mental health. Yeah. And I'm just like, and then you know me, so I'm like, dude, you're kind of being like, you're kind of like whoring yourself out, and you're not even getting any pleasure from it.
Yeah.
Why is that, bro? And he didn't get upset. Credit to him. He was just like, I don't know, man. And he kind of faced who he was, and he had to really face his demons and stuff like that. But you need friends like that.
Dude, yeah.
I think you need friends like that. If everyone's kind of like being like a yes man, bro, that's how you end up with the Joe Rogan. That's how you end up with like a Steve-O, where it's just like everyone in your fucking circle wants to suck your dick and be nice to you so you can fucking give them a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
So no one really tells you what you need to hear.
Yeah.
But you need friends to tell you like the truth. There's been times when like, I come and we hang out and I go, dude, I did this last week and I don't know if and you tell me, you're honest with me. You're like, oh, maybe you overreacted, Mel. I think maybe apologize to that person. And I'm just like, oh,
dude. And just to add on this, something you said earlier, when people ask for advice, sometimes people ask for advice, not for real advice, but they just want like reassurance for a decision they've already made.
Yeah.
It's not like they're like, hey, what should I do about this? But in their mind, they're like, I'm going to do this. Yeah. And hopefully, from what I hear from you, it's going to be the same decision. Yeah. You're going to tell me to make the same decision that I already made. Yeah. So it's like your advice is pretty much meaningless. It just kind of reassurance.
It literally is such a complicated dance. And people think it's black and white. It's not black and white. It's so complicated because it's like you say, sometimes they have made up their mind. They just want a reassurance. Yeah. Sometimes they just want to say it out loud.
Yeah, they don't really want advice.
They just want to vent. Yeah. Sometimes they want reassurance. Sometimes they really truly are lost. Yeah. And they just want some guidance.
Yeah.
It's literally, yeah, it's.
But
so
I think
crazy.
if you're a real friend, you can't help but be like, bro, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop doing And like I said, regardless of guy or girl.
Yeah.
We brought up the girl first, but it's also we both have. And also we've been in some fuck shit too. Sometimes I hate when dudes give advice and being like, yeah, we're on the high horse. We're fucking better than that. We know how to navigate through life. We've all been through some bullshit. We've all done some bullshit. Yeah. With alcohol, I fucked up many times and I fucking did this and did that and I fucked up many fucking times. Like everybody else, bro. The only reason we're giving advice is because it's like we're unks now.
We're learning from our mistakes. Like,
Yeah.
It's not even advice. It's just telling you guys like
Our
how we
experience.
fucked up in the past.
Exactly.
And how we got over it. And it's like, it's one of those things where.
But it's also like there are fuck ups we choose to not do anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with alcohol, it's easy to fuck up with alcohol, but it's also like I don't like to there's certain things that I do what I would do over and over when I was younger that I don't do anymore.
Yeah.
It involves alcohol, it involves other situations, and I would ask for advice, and then it took for me to be like, bro, you're an idiot. Stop doing this shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just takes you to be like, call yourself out. No matter how many times people would be like, bro, you're fucking up. You're fucking up.
It's so crazy because like it's like trial and error.
Yeah.
Like right now, I've learned, and I'll always be like this. When a friend breaks up with someone or a family member breaks up with someone, never talk shit about their partner that they broke up with, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna get back together.
Yeah.
And now you're the dumbass that's like, oh, good. I'm glad you fucking broke up with that motherfucker. That fool was a broke ass, dumbass motherfucker. And then 2 weeks later, they're coming over to the barbecue.
Yeah.
And of course, the person that you told that to told them.
Yeah, because when they get back together, like, Steve was.
It's like,
Steve,
you know Melvin.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It's like, what's funny, baby? When we broke up, I told Melvin about it, and Melvin called you a dumbass, broke idiot motherfucker that is good for nothing. Isn't that funny? And now Steve is gonna be like, he did he? Yeah. And now you fucking ruin everything.
Yeah.
So I learned my lesson several times. I'm a hard head, so I had to learn my lesson several times. Now when someone tells me, oh, I broke up with someone, oh, wow, okay. Yeah. And then even then, I give it like a year.
Yeah.
I give it like a year. And then after a year, I'm like, oh yeah, that fool was stupid. That fool was a stupid bitch, dude.
Yeah.
And I really tell how I feel. But before that, dude, I learned my lesson. You should never, if someone breaks up with someone and they're venting to you, just keep your thoughts to yourself. Be there for that person. But 8 times out of 10, they're gonna get back together with that person.
Yeah, dude. Some people in relationships deal with like the most gnarliest shit, dude, and they settle for the most dumbest shit. This is a weird example, terrible. Let me know what you think. But like a lot of this starts when you're younger, right? Because I have nieces and I have a stepdaughter, right? And she tells me about like her friends' boyfriends, and they're all children, but like, oh, fucking my homie's boyfriend is like talking shit to her on her story, be like, I don't give a fuck about my girl, I miss my ex, doing notes and stories and shit. And then she'll cry to her boyfriend, and the boyfriend is like, oh, yo, I didn't mean that shit. I was just tweeting random shit, whatever. And then the girl's crying. They're kids, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, it makes me sad that these kids like get into relationships when they're young with dudes that don't give a fuck about them. That obviously they're kids. They're all kids, so you can't really blame them too much. You can only really blame the parents almost, and the kids as well. But it's like these kids have no support sometimes. Like this kid, the friend of my stepdaughter, her only real friend is like her stepdaughter and other people that are like, break out with this guy. He doesn't love you. He doesn't care about you. And she's like, no, I want him to change. I'm like, bro, you sound like a fuck. Why are you dealing with this when you're fucking 13, 14, right? And then her mom doesn't really listen to her. She doesn't have no backing, no support system, right? So all she really thinks about is like, the only person that cares for me is this one fucking kid, this guy that I love. I love him so much. And some people are just born with no love, that have no backing, no support system. Where like as they get into their teens, where they're like, okay, I'm starting to like guys, like girls, whatever. They kind of settle for like, and also when you're a kid, relationships are tricky because it's like, I think you should guide a child through it. Like, listen, You guys are gonna be kind of friends, but like not a real relationship, not a really deep relationship. It's just kind of like, oh, I like you, you like me. It's gotta be very wholesome at first.
Yeah.
But when they're dealing with like already getting abused verbally and emotionally when you're fucking 13, and their mom's just like not nowhere there, or your father's nowhere there to be fucking protecting you and reassuring you that you're beautiful and you're an amazing person.
They've never felt that before, and that's why like you have to like be careful with a lot of people. I'll never forget. I dated this one girl one time, and this was like years ago. This must have been like 2015, 2016. And she worked by the ocean. She worked by the beach. And I was just like, oh, I'll pick you up from work. And we can go get dinner. And she was like, what? Why would you do that? I was like, I'm like, do you not like me? I thought we were dating.
Yeah.
She was like, no, I'm just saying. Like, she's like, I know, I would love to see you, but you live so far.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I want to see you.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, yeah, pick me up. And you know me, bro. I'm a lover boy. I'm romantic. I get her some flowers, right? Fucking $10 flowers from Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
No skin off my knee. You know what I mean? I'm just like.
But when you told her, you were like, it's $100.
Yeah. He's like, this is the most expensive. It's actually a rare flower. It cost me $400.
And I'll buy it for you every day of the week.
But I pick her up and I open the door for her in my car and I have the flowers there. And I was just like, look, I got you flowers.
Classic.
You know what? Her reaction was like, what did you do? Did you do something? I'm just like, what? She was like, did you make out with someone or something like that and you feel bad? That's why you bought me the flowers? And I was just like, in that moment, I'm like, oh, shit, she's so damaged, dude. Like, it sounds bad when I say it out loud, but I'm like, she's so hurt and damaged by whoever she had to deal with in her life that she can't even accept flowers from her romantic interest. Dude.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no. I'm like, no. Hey, no. This is. I thought I was excited to see you, and I went to Trader Joe's and I saw these pretty flowers, and I love flowers. You know me, I love flowers. I'm like, I love flowers, and I thought you would really like these flowers. And she was like, really? Be honest with me. Don't lie to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? We just started dating, dude. Why? What do you mean I would talk to? No, this is for you. And she was like, really? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, wow. Usually when people give me flowers because they're trying to be forgiven for something they did. I'm like, and I was like, oh, that fucking sucks, dude. You've been dealing with some fucking pieces of shit. Yeah. That sucks for you, dude. Like, that sucks. But, that's not the case right now. And I'm like, it made me realize, like, people live their lives like that, where it's like, when someone's being nice to them, it's just like, what do you want?
What did you do?
What did you do, or what do you want from me? Yeah. It's just like, oh, you've never felt the warmth of kindness before.
Yeah, because sometimes from their experience, being nice is just like trying to overcorrect for like a negative thing they did.
Yeah.
It's like, I fucked up. Now I'm going to be nice to kind of like... to kind of counteract and maybe like make up for what the fucked up shit that I did. Yeah. Sometimes the people that are fucking them up is like the fathers, the parents. Like sometimes there's someone's source of pain is their family, their parents, and their fucking kids, and they never kind of like heal from that, right? Yeah. And that's what the fucked up thing about being an adult. That's the tough thing about being an adult. It's like you can have these sob stories, but it's your responsibility to take care of them.
Yeah,
it's a responsibility. Dude. Like, yeah, it's like you can have the saddest story ever, brother. You can have the most fucked up story, and we will all empathize and be like, "Fuck, I can't even imagine." But you cannot act out against other people. You cannot be violating, or you cannot be.
What's that quote where it's just like, bro, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you were born in a situation, but if you die in the same situation, that's your fault.
That's your fault.
That's your fault.
And that's so true, man. That is so true.
Yeah.
And it's easy. I think it's easy to die in the same situation you were born in because it's you will always have empathy and sympathy. You would always be like, fuck, oh my God, are you okay? Yeah. It sucked. That's terrible. You will have like the blanket of just being like, I can't imagine. That almost gives you comfort that like, oh, I don't really have to change because like people, if I tell people what I went through, they're going to be like, I get it. I get it. I understand. It's almost like it feels like a warm blanket, but it's not really. It's not really.
It's a blanket that's just drowning you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's like,
that's so true. It's a warm blanket, but it's also pushing you like underwater almost, where it's like drowning you. It's almost like disabling you to grow as a human being.
Yeah.
Because you're always going to be just like a prisoner of these fucking of this trauma.
Yes. And it's like it's no one's responsibility but your own.
And that's the hard part about being an adult, man.
Yeah.
That's like especially after like 24, 25. Like everything else, man, like, hey, you fucked up. That's your fault, brother. That's on you. That's on you. There's more things that like life flips on you and be like, that's you, bro. That's all your fault. You gotta take care of it.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about friendship also, what we were saying earlier.
I was just thinking that. I'll never forget, like 2 years ago, my fucking car broke down. Remember? And you had to like pick me up to record and shit like that. And it's just like, I'll never forget you. I was like complaining to you and venting to you about all this money that I had to spend on this car. I'll never forget you were like, well, that's just what adults do, man.
Yeah.
Their car breaks down, they have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And you didn't say it maliciously or facetiously.
Yeah.
You were just like, yeah, dude, that shit just happens, dog.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, fuck. Like, here I am being a victim. We're just like, oh, my car, like the transmission fucked up, man. Like, but I'm like, bro, everyone fucking goes through that shit, dog.
Yeah.
Literally, every adult, like 90% of adults in America have a fucking car. Like, they all have to fucking go through that shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, that's just what not only adults do, but adult men do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I needed to hear that because I was just by myself being like, fuck, what was me? I have to spend $3,000 on this shit, man. Like, what the fuck? And then when I would like spoke it to someone, I heard something back and I'm like, oh shit, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I got that from my dad. You know, when I was younger, I would complain about like just stupid shit about money.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey man, he said it a little bit differently, but he was just like, money comes and goes. But when shit like that pops up, you just gotta take care of it.
Yeah.
And
dude, fathers are so important.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Literally,
really are.
they really and they're so important. Like I think I saw a study where it's just like a large majority of people who are in jail were raised by a single mother.
Yeah.
And a lot of dumbasses were accusing the single mothers, you know, or hating on the single moms. And it's just like, why are you hating on the parent that stayed?
Exactly.
And not the fucking parent that left? Dumbasses, you know what I mean?
Because I feel like they would do the exact same thing.
And it's just like, it's like instead of saying like 80% of people that are in jail were raised by a single mother, say 80% of people that are in jail grew up without a father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's different.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, fathers are so important. Like I've been thinking about it a lot. I've been having dreams about having babies and shit like that, like having my own kid and like just being like, whoa, I gotta lock in and stuff like that. Yeah. And just being 30, like you and I have talked about off the podcast about like situations where people in the real world kind of come to us for advice and stuff like that because we're unks now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whoa, like that's so wild. Like we're 30 now. Like, and when we were 20, we had homies that were 30 and we were like, oh, that's.
And what they said, they're like, life is going to fucking fly by.
You're going to be 30 before you know it.
Yeah.
And then what did we say? Bitch, your bitch ass.
Hey, just make my sandwich, man. Make my hamburger, man.
Yeah. Just pour that beer a little faster, bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
hurry
man.
the fuck up before I fuck your bitch, right?
Yeah.
You saying what's that? No, that's when I was 20. Yeah. But it's so true, man. Now you wake up and you're fucking 30. I will be honest. One of my biggest fears in life, and maybe one day it won't be a fear, but one of my biggest fears, and I think I've said on the pod, is to wake up, look in the mirror, and I'm a 90-year-old man, and just look at my hands, and I'm all wrinkly. I look at my face in the mirror, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm an old man. And it's crazy to have a fear that is inevitable, right? Where like that's gonna happen. Hopefully, I want to live as long as I can, right? Yeah. I want to live to 90, but one day we'll be old, and I will look at myself in the mirror and be like, "You are an old man. You can't walk the same. You can't move around the same.
Yeah,
you're just old." And for some reason, that scares me, right? And I don't know what's scary about that. Is it just the fact that life is coming to an end soon, or maybe I don't feel fulfilled? I feel like I feel fulfilled now. I feel fulfilled then. Maybe just like I just love life, and the fact that life is coming to an end soon, That's kind of scary. The fact that life will end soon is kind of scary still. Because because me, in my mind, I'm like, dude, I love this shit, man. Let's keep it going as long as we can.
Yeah.
I love just waking up and just fucking simple shit as like getting some cereal, eating some Oreos. That's a good morning right there, bro.
Yeah, it sounds heavenly, yeah.
That's a good morning right there.
Yeah.
The simple shit. Going outside, feeling the sun.
Yeah. Getting
Some
water,
coffee, some water.
a pool, jumping into a pool.
It's like that's so
jacuzzi,
simple. It feels so. It makes you appreciate life. So when I'm older, it's a scary thought to be like, "Hey, I'm 80."
Yeah.
Technically, life can end any single day. I don't know, man.
Dude, I had like a similar feeling. The other day I was I went to a gas and I handed the cashier $40, right? I was like, okay, get 40 on 0.5. And I noticed my scar on my hand right here, where I cut my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God, like this is a scar that anyone in the world can see. Like I feel like exposed. Like this is just like a big scar right here where I cut an artery in my hand and shit like that, 14 stitches. And I'm like, I'm always gonna have this scar for the rest of my life. And I still can't feel these two fingers. Like they're still numb. You know what I mean? Doctor said as long as I could move them, no problem.
Good, yeah.
But I still can't feel them because I think I killed the nerve that controls these two fingers. And I fucking started freaking out a little bit, like, because I saw the cashier's eyes and he looked at my scar. And he was going to say something, but he didn't. And then he's like, okay, yeah, for sure, 40 on 0.5. And I walked and I was like, oh my God, I forever altered my body. Like, this is like, it's not like I have a scar and I could just cover it up in a shirt or a jacket. Like, this is on my hand. Like, and I still can't feel these two fingers. And I'm like, dude, my body's like forever different. Like, I forever changed my body, like the biological structure of my body. And I kind of started freaking out, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, is it because I'm a reckless guy? I go balls to the wall. I just fucking go all out for something that that I want to do. And I started being like, dude, should I stop being like that? Should I be extra careful now that I'm 30? You know what I mean? And then I was like, but then if I do that, I'll become like this boring ass pussy of a fucking old man. I'll be just like, oh, please, I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, because I've met so many old people who are like that. They're so fearful. But then I met so many people who weren't like that, and they're courageous and they still are outgoing, but a lot of them died because of that. So I'm like, fuck, like, I'm literally in this gas station having this existential crisis, and I'm like, well, what path should I fucking take then? And then I was just like, you know what, dude? Like, I'd rather, and I came to the conclusion where I'm like, I'm gonna stick on the path that I'm on, just being balls to the wall and going hard at everything that I do, and until it stops working, dude. And it's like, I'd rather, this scar, unlike my other scars, not something that I should be ashamed of. It should be something that I should be proud to have scars and alterations and things like that, because it means I'm living. I know it's like a minor thing, but I was just like, I was really having like this fucking mini panic attack in the fucking gas station. I'm just like, dude, I'm like, you know what? Like my body's gonna change. My life is gonna change. There's no stopping it. The world is gonna change. So just might as well let it rock, dog. Let it rock until it can't rock no more. You know what I mean? And like, and it did have a lot to do with being 30 now, and it's just like, okay, for sure. Like, it's one of those things. Like, also like not being able to feel these fingers, like that's a big thing. Like, I kind of like forget about it, but like when I touch things, I can't feel like.
You told me those are your favorite fingers.
They're my favorite fingers. They're fingers I use the most.
Oh, here we go. For what reason, man?
But I still can't feel. Like, I have no feeling in these fingers at all. Yeah. I get feeling once I get to the scar and then everything else. But these fingers, I decimated the nerve that controls these fingers, that gives me these fingers, and I'm just like, it's one of those things where like, it's just one of those things where like, hey, this is my life now. I'm just a guy that can't feel his index and his middle finger on his right hand, dog. Like that's just what it is, dog. You know what I'm saying? And in 5 years, there's gonna be more things. In 10 years, there's gonna be more things. And when I look back, when I'm 80, God willing, when I'm 80, I'm gonna be like, dude, I fucking lived. I've done so much, dude.
Yeah.
I've done so much.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was 25, when I turned 25, I was like, I could die right now, dude. I've lived such an incredible life. I've lived such an incredible life. I've done more things than the average human being on planet Earth. And then when I turned 30, I'm just like, dude, I want to do more. I'm going to do as much as I can with the time that the God and the universe has given me. I want to do as much as I fucking can. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, it's one of those things where like, it affects kind of how I react to the world. It affects how I treat people. Where it's just like, dude, like, it's like we don't know how long we're going to be on this planet Earth. And I don't want to spend that time being a dick, being an asshole, being racist, being prejudiced, being sexist. I'm going to spend as much time creating and loving as much as I can. Like, that's it. Like, when people realize that, dude, the world would be such a better place, man.
Well, you know, when you live, when you realize that and you try to live as pure as you can and just like try to enjoy life as much as you can and realize that life will end one day and one day you will be old and you won't have other privileges of health and security. It's just pretty much just health that we have now as 30-year-olds. And sometimes that's why, like, even as 30 years old, like, we're talking about people's bullshit that people bring into their own lives and people try to spill onto other lives. Like, there's, like, less tolerance for that. Yeah. As you get older, you're just like, bro, whatever. Okay, you guys have been on and off for, like, 14 years. Okay, whatever, just... Yeah. Sometimes you just want to be like, bro, just don't even let me know. Yeah. I don't care, because I'm having a good time with my partner and my other friends, and... we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go out tonight. We're gonna have a good ass time. Like, I've given you like advice for like 4 years, and you're ignoring everything. Literally, I don't care anymore. Just live whatever you want to do. Yeah, live whatever you want to do, bro.
And like, literally, I told you off the podcast, I've been binge watching Friends. Yeah, and it's just like a lot of people hate on Friends, and I understand where they're coming from. I like Friends. I think my favorite thing growing up watching the show Friends is that, like, I love that, like, sense of strong community, strong friendship. Yeah. The fact that they felt like family, you know what I mean? I always really liked that. And I'm like, and you know, they, in the show, they're 30. Yeah. They're 30, 31, 32. You know, I think when it ended, they were like 34, like on the show. I don't know if like real life and actors, but like they were like 30, you know, and I'm just like, dude, like that's like, ever since I was a kid, I was like, I want that friendship, you know what I mean? But like in order to have community, you have to be a part of the community. Yeah. And that's something that I've always struggled with, where it's just like, and you know, I had to call myself out. It's just like, what do you mean? Like you want friends, but you don't go to friends' birthday parties. You don't set up like lunch hangouts. You don't go to the bar with friends. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, well, you can't have both, dude. Yeah. Because I'm a strong proponent of like, you can't have both, dog. Yeah. And I had to call myself out. I was just like, you can't have both. You can't have a fucking strong sense of community and then not give out. You have to fucking give out what you want. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I think now that I'm 30, I think I'm doing that. I'm like, you know, us, our other mutual friends and stuff like that, our partners. And it's just like, because at the end of the day, like that's all we got. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, when we start having children and stuff like that, it's like, who are we going to complain to? Or vent to, or find solutions with, not our kids. We need other like-minded individuals. We can't ask an 80-year-old like, yeah, I'm a 35-year-old dad, and they're gonna be like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. I lived during World War II. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
and you're just like, well, World War II wasn't that bad. Like, someone talked shit to me on social media, and that really hurt me.
Some of the nasty comment, and then I had to change a diaper. You ever had to go through that, Gramps? And it's just like,
I went through D-Day, and I was like, fucking Dick Day. I'm being facetious. Yeah. I'm being an idiot.
Yeah, no. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's just like, bro, like, if you want community, you have to fucking put it out. You have to put out the energy that you want to receive.
100%, dude. 100%.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, and that's becoming more and more apparent to me too. It's just like, whoa, like,
because that's what really matters.
You have to water your relationships.
That's what really
matters. You
have
to water your friendships. Like,
that's what really matters.
My friend told me the other day, just like, bro, you have a garden. Do you just put water in it every day? I'm like, yeah. And then they were like, well, have you texted so and so? When's the last time you texted them or talked to them? I'm like, oh, like a month ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, that plant is withering. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, that's fucking true.
Dude, because sometimes, like, I think about these people that I look up to or that I follow that have accomplished these big things and great things and amazing things in life in their career. And it really is just for one specific moment in their lives. And then, like, life just goes on. And it just moves on and life just forgets about those things. And I think about these people that I follow that I've done stuff where I'm like, wow, that's great, that I would want to do. But I'm like, what about now? Like, do they even care about that? Sometimes they're like, yeah, that was cool, but like, I just want to be with my kid and with my family. And like,
yeah,
it's so crazy how like sometimes when they're younger, they want to do these big things and sometimes they accomplish them, sometimes they don't. But as they get older, they're like, yeah, that was cool, but like, if I can go out and go to the park with my girl, or my kids, and that's a great day.
Like the kind of like a I was thinking about, like, we did the kind of sound for So Primos.
Oh yeah, it's fire.
It's something when I was growing up. The reason why I came up with that, the reason why we came up with that idea is because that's that's something that we've always wanted to do, right? Obviously, and we did that with our previous podcast, but it's because I did that with like my family, like every month or every 2 months, we went to the park and did a carne asada. When I got with my girlfriend, we did that. It was just like, bro, we just do a carne asada, like, and then we would do it with the So Primos, the carne asada, and it was like they should be like a monthly ritual.
Yeah.
Or like, it doesn't matter where you are, what point in life you're doing. Just know that every month or every 2 months, you link up with your homies, your friends, and you just go and hang out, catch up, eat food, be in nature. Like, that should be a monthly or bi-monthly ritual. Like, that's my goal. I want to get like successful enough, obviously, but like also like secure enough where it's just like, don't even worry about it. You don't have to buy anything. Just every month, every 2 months, this park, we link up, we have a kind of style, bring the kids, bring your friends. Like, it's just a sense of community. Like, that was never important to me until I turned 30.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, I'm seeing the truth. I'm like, bro, this is it, bro. This is the truth. Like, this is so vital when you become 30, 40, 50, 60, you know what I mean? Just the community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Friendship and shit like that. And friendship was always important to me, but community is like a difference. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Community, building relationship with people that are different from you, not the same background, just Mexican, Latino, fucking Asian, fucking Polynesian, fucking black, fucking everything, Iranian, fucking everything, fucking Middle Eastern, everything, man. Building a community where, like, we accept everybody's cool, as long as you're nice and kind to each other, and we can learn about each other's background, learn about each other's food,
exactly.
Everything.
Or like,
bro.
if you're struggling with something, you pull up and you're like, guys, you have other friends in the friend group where it's just like, oh, he has 3 kids.
Yeah,
I'm struggling with my first kid. I could ask him advice.
One time we had like a Isimo a live podcast at your old studio, and then somebody stayed and we're like, hey, I have some issues with this guy that I'm talking to.
Oh yeah,
and we just like the whole night we were just drinking and like, bro, like, we're trying to give our advice. And
yeah,
like and then,
we were listening to them,
and
then also giving our advice, and we were just like, this is from what I've seen. It's this,
yeah.
And then you were like, from what I've seen, it's this as well. And it was just like she felt very lost and confused. And then that night was like she was surrounded by friends that were like, hey, this is kind of our opinion, and like that's so important, dude. Especially when you grow older and friends kind of start drifting apart, because of life and family and work, and family starts drifting apart because they have their own families, and it's just community and friends. That's why, like, I think that's why I started binge watching Friends too, because I'm just like that's what they're living their lives, but like they're so united and close, and even though it's a TV show, I know that that's possible. It's like a possible thing where it's just like,
it's a TV show, but everybody wants to belong somewhere.
Yeah, and it's the type of, I want that type of situation where it's just like, hey, I'm in your neighborhood.
pull up. I'm
You
at
get
this
what I'm
bar.
saying?
Come to this bar. or
Like
something.
Friends is on a different level where it's just like they just open the door and they go into your house.
Yeah,
That show. But it's one of those things where like, hey, yo, you at home? Yeah. Dude, I'm fucking down the street.
Yeah.
Pull up, homie. You know what I mean? It's like that's a beautiful thing to have that community, you know?
Yeah. But listen.
This episode was
We spat nothing but truth this episode, man.
Hey,
One more
boys.
shot, baby.
Hey boys, one more shot. If you guys have a shot, you guys have a beverage, you guys have a something to smoke on, something to lean on, something to chew on, something to kiss on.
Wait till we're 40, man. We're gonna be fucking. We're not even unks at that point. We're fucking.
We're gonna be bunks.
We're gonna be fucking punk.
Yeah, we're gonna be chunks.
We're gonna be fucking chunky, bunky, and fucking
Clunky. All right.
What are we cheering
Salud. We're cheering to community. We're cheering to our friendship, and we're cheering to the future, and we're cheering to our So Primos.
Hijo de puta.
Woo!
I've been Joe Romero.
And I'm Melvin Diaz. And we love you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Yeah, subscribe, listen to the podcast, and leave a comment, and also watch our Decades series, and
Yeah, if you
watch
guys-
the last True Crime episode.
Yeah, because I know a lot of you guys watching this episode did not watch our Decades episode. You know why? Because we have analytics.
Yeah, analytics are just like no one watches shit.
They do not fuck with this idea, dog.
You know how we spend money on outfits? I bought a wig, and may I wear? If you invite me to a party, to a rooftop party, I might wear that wig.
Also, we shot a thing for the 70s episode being detectives.
Oh.
And no one fucked with it. We didn't put it out. We didn't post it or edit it. But if you guys want to see it, we're detectives.
Yeah.
We never posted or edited
Because
it.
no one liked the episode.
But if you want to see it, let us know in the comments and we'll do it just for you. But only if you comment.
yeah, but please comment, and we love you, and we appreciate you guys. And anything else we have up and coming? We should try to plan a fucking carne asada soon or something.
I know. We were gonna do for the 5,000 subscribers, but
Okay,
we might.
There's one for real fans.
Actually,
this is for real fans here.
we won't do maybe not exactly kind of solid, but maybe like a meetup where it's like we meet up at a bar or restaurant or some shit like that. Or
Carne
like a
asada's
farmer's
not even
market.
like after the last carne asada, I realized that like okay, we bought a bunch of meat and only like 10% ate it. So we just bought like sandwiches or like little like pre-made food.
little finger food.
Little pre-made food, like, and then we just kick it
Beverages.
in drinks. So
Yeah.
like the carne asada, it still can be carne asada-ish, but it's like it's more to just to chill at a park or something,
Mm-hmm.
which I like that a lot more.
I'm super down.
Yeah,
Well, let us know
Yeah, let us
if
know.
you guys have any ideas. Or you guys want to hang out with us in real life.
yeah. That's not. I gotta pee, so I love you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.